What's up, guys? Welcome to RV Returners again, back with our last Opus V set review. I'm joined by Chris Adams once again.
Hi.
This will be a pretty short one since it's just light and dark and we only have a few cards. But they are, pretty good. So
I like light cards
and
dark cards.
Let's get right into the light cards first. So first up, we have the new Light Vaughn. He's another one of those select kind of multiple things. So when he attacks, you get to choose two of the five. It's draw a card, choose a backup activated, choose a forward dull it, choose a forward again plus 2,000 power, and then choose a forward. It can't block this turn.
I'm a big fan of this card. And I say that because he won me a lot of games in Ohio. Just the fact that he's got 5 to choose from is huge. And they're all super relevant. Now, granted, it's kind of held back by the fact that he has to attack. But that's the thing with this card. I've become very fond of saying that this guy is a C-. But when you give him haste, he turns into an A+. Like, the minute you swing with him once, you've already gotten the value out of him. Because he just gets 2 dudes out of the way. He draws you a card. Sometimes readying a backup is relevant. So, I mean, like, there's just a lot of... All of his options are useful. I just think he's a good card, but unless you can get him attacking the turn you drop him, he's not as good. But since you're paying 7 mana to do that, you better do something good.
Yep, that's true. I think that's pretty all true. I think you don't have a way to give this guy haste. He's just too slow. A lot of things hit him as soon as he comes out. So at least if you give him haste, he has to immediately be dealt with the turn you play him. Or else he's just going to start immediately getting value. If this guy swings once, he's already gotten value, like you said. If he swings twice, this guy's crazy good.
If he swings 3 times, you've won the game.
Pretty much, yeah. So, I mean, it's something to think about. He's definitely a powerhouse card. As long as he makes it to that turn where he gets to attack.
I think he has a good home in lightning decks, fire decks. The reason I say lightning first is because they have red mage that can just haste him.
Yep.
And you can search for him with Gramis.
Yep.
Which is very useful. The 12 finally has a card they can search for that isn't named Alcid.
Yep.
So, it feels good.
Yeah.
I think he's a good card.
Good card. I think he's real good. I think he'll definitely see play. People are already starting to try him out. I do think as it starts going on, people will realize that he's kind of slow. Sure. But, again, if you give him haste...
He's great.
Great card.
He's absolutely great.
So our second light card is the Light Wool. When he enters the field, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 Joy Warrior of Light among them to your hand, and the rest on the bottom in any order. When he's put from the field into the break zone, choose 1 Job Warrior of Light, cost 3 or less in your break zone, and put it onto the field.
I like this card. I want to like this card. I want to say, I like this card, and I would like to see it be used more. I think he's good. He's nowhere near as good as the Earth Wall. But I think if you're playing a Warrior of Light deck, ding, shameless plug, I think he has a lot of use. He's a great early play. I think you drop him first couple turns, you look at the top 5, cool, I'll take that guy, and then if you can swing once or twice with him, it's fine. But then you block with him, you chump with him, you get a warrior, one of the buff Warrior of Lights out, and then you're kind of off to the races at that point. Then you can play the Earth Wall that you really want. I think he's fine.
Yeah, I think he'd be a little bit maybe more sought after if the Earth Wall didn't already exist.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Because you'd rather just have that guy out and play. Now, yeah, like you said, in a Warrior of Light specific deck, this guy's doing a lot for you. I don't think that's super great right now because I think you just kind of keep the Warrior of Lights in the colors that they're in.
I agree.
That way you can use their second abilities because when you try to spread too thin, you lose access to those.
Yep.
But I mean, yeah, if this guy gets you a rip and gets you a 3-drop back from the KO pile, he's doing his job.
Yeah, he does a lot. I liken this guy to the 6 cost Ace, where Ace kind of does. Now, granted, Ace gets to play somebody for free, and then you get somebody back to your hand when he dies. Yep. If this wall could play something for free, then we'd be talking. But the fact that he just lets you kind of search the top 5 or something is still good. You're essentially playing him for 2.
Yep.
Which is good. I just really wish he was named something else.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, if he wasn't Wool, probably be good.
but fine.
Yeah, where lights become really good for some reason, this will be an auto include.
Yeah.
But he has to battle with the other light warrior light, which kind of sucks because they're both light cards. So that requires you to play Cosmos and stuff. And
No, I wonder who would do something like that.
that's true. Yeah. So next card we have is Eldonarsh. If he leaves the field, you return him to your hand instead. And then for 1S, you get to take an extra turn, and at the end of that turn, you lose the game.
This card is definitely going to change a lot of things. I think being able to take an extra turn in this game, granted, you lose if you do not win. So if you go for the swing and you get blown out by a cockatrice or something, or a Shear, they have the Shiva ready because they expected the second turn, then you're in trouble. But for the most part, man, you play this when you just need one more turn. You know the game's in the bag. Your opponents, all their resources are tapped out. This guy is really, really good, and there's only one way that I know of to get him into the KO pile, and that's if you search for him, and your opponent has the new Tonberry monster out.
So there's two other ways.
Is there? Okay.
Basically, you have to use Dancer or Minerva to blank this card and then kill it.
Oh, that just seems so hard because
it is hard. Yeah.
He's a big boy.
So basically, you would have to have played like Minerva the turn before, while this was out. Wait a whole turn, get back to your main, blank the card, and then like Diabolos.
Yeah, and by that point, they've probably already paradised and have beaten you. Yeah. I think he's a good card. I think he's a very worthy legendary, and I think he's such a great build around. I know Drew has been playing him a 3 of in the Twin Cast deck and has been very successful with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to deal with. It's a 10k body that's really annoying to get off the board.
Yeah, it's a revolving door.
I mean, sometimes you just are okay with it going back to their hand because you want to make them waste the mana again. But sometimes that's bad. It's like, oh, okay, I killed it, but now it's coming back. Got to kill it again.
Yep.
And then it's special, just kind of puts it over the top, I think. Lets you do things that you shouldn't be able to do in the game.
Yeah.
So I've lost a couple times to it.
Oh, I have too. So one of the best matches I played against it was I was playing against Curtis from Fredericksburg. He needed one more turn to kill me. He did Paradise thinking he was okay and realized he had already drawn his last 2 cards the turn before.
Yep, and you have to draw.
So you have to draw too. So if you take the turn and you don't have the cards to draw, you still lose.
Yep.
So, but I think this card is fantastic. I can't wait to see what kind of stuff people are doing with it.
For sure. Yeah, definitely sees play, 100%. Then our last card is Kalmanut, another dark guy. When he enters the field, you get to search for a dark card. Add to your hand. That's any dark card. So it doesn't matter. Summon, forward, monster, whatever.
Really good.
Kalmanut cannot be chosen by summons or abilities that share its element. And then that makes its last ability super relevant. At the beginning of your main phase 1, select one element. Kalmanut becomes that element. And this does not end at the end of the turn. So basically, he just turns into that element until you change it.
If you decide to change it.
If you decide to change it.
I think this card is also fantastic. The fact that he searches up any dark card, which means he can search out Eldonarsh, he can search out Emperor, he can search out Zemus backup, Zodiark. This guy is a combo piece and a combo enabler. And then this guy is just a dumpster on monocolor decks. Like your opponent's playing mono ice, cool, I'll make him ice, suck it.
Yep.
Oh, you're playing mono earth? Cool. He's now earth. Suck it. You see the theme here. This guy's just really, really good.
Yeah, I think he's ridiculous against mono decks, and if mono decks are the meta, which they tend to be at the beginning of every cycle, pretty much. This guy, you just shove him in, I think. You probably want to have at least a card you can search out, but like you throw this guy against mono lightning, and he gets to the next turn, and their only answer, literally at that point, is like Exodus.
And what's also great is if you're playing him in an Earth deck, which you can do with, like, say you're running the new Gabranth, the 4-mana one, you can play Star Sybil, search out this guy, play him, search out Zodiark, and then just accumulate value after that. Yeah. Or like he creates a lot of neat plays and lines. I think he's a great card that I think we'll see a lot of play as long as mono decks remain a thing, which, with all these new powerful cards that every color got, there's a good chance they may stick around a little bit longer.
Yep.
I think he's great. I think he's just a great kind of search tool, great combo piece for a lot of decks. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I think he'll 100% see play in tons of decks, and a lot of people will experiment with him a lot. He lets you play a few dark cards and get value out of them too. So, yeah, I think he's a great card.
So yeah, really, other than Wall, I think the light and dark cards are all excellent, and they will all 100% see play. Again, Wall is just overshadowed by the fact that there is a exponentially better version of that card in Earth.
Yep.
And it's a shame. It's a shame because I like him. I want to build around him, and I think it is doable. But he doesn't have that immediate like, oh wow, I can do that with this. I can do that with it. You know what I mean? Just
yep. Yeah. So that's all the cards for today. Pretty short video. Yeah. So remember, if you agree or disagree with us, let us know in the comments for sure. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe. It really helps us get. And look forward to more of our content. This is our last Opus V review. Hopefully, we'll do this again when Opus 6 comes out. Looking forward to those new cards, but just for now, I think we're going to enjoy the tournament scene for a little bit, start brewing up some cool decks, and putting out some more content for you guys.
yeah.
So, see you later.
Bye.